How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here as we are reacting to Doctor Who. This is episode number 6 for series 12, which is like Praxeus, I think it's called. And I'm really stoked to see the direction of where this story is going to go, like even more after last week's episode. We had Captain Jack come back, warning the Doctor's companions about the lone Cyberman, as well as the fact that we had another Doctor emerge, a face that we have never recognized before, yet has seemingly indicated that she comes before Hartnell, or somewhere from before 13, because there's been a bunch of people saying, well, it could be an incarnation between 2 and 3, etc, etc. The popular theory is that we are going with the whole multiverse shebang, even though Chris has denied it, but, I mean, he's a showrunner, he's not going to be like, damn it, you ruined it. So, yeah, we have to take these denials with a grain of salt, and, yeah, I'm really curious to see the direction this is going to go, because this has been a sensational revelation, and, I'm really, like I said, I'm really excited to see what they do with this story. I'm concerned, and I think a lot of us are concerned, but if they pull this off, because I've seen a few ways they could go with this, if they pull this off in a spectacular fashion that doesn't kick canon in the teeth, then Chibnall might have done something really tremendous. So I'm really excited to see where things do go. This is, we're entering the second half of Series 12. Doctor Who's just flying like that. But this is episode number 6, Praxeus. Let's go.
From the depths of the oceans.
You know what? For a second there, I thought Jodie was going to replace David Attenborough. But I don't think that's natural.
Source to control, we have automatic system failure.
Oh no.
Copy that, Soyuz. Can you switch to ballistic descent and maintain...
No, it's
Is this a joke?
beautiful if you like pollution, and if you like pollution, you deserve to get yeeted.
3 years ago, this was paradise. Gabriella, there's no way in hell we're camping here tonight.
No. Gabriella's like, we'll see about that.
Every time.
Yeah, I don't know if you've watched The Birds. Oh god, this is The Birds! Oh no!
We raised the sun, but it was too late. It was already inside.
What was already inside that?
His hand!
No. What's on his hand?
Oh no! Whoa. Okay.
Okay.
Just a note, you guys, whenever there's a blinking light in an abandoned hospital, and it looks like it's quarantined.
The whole point of quarantine is not going in where it says quarantine.
Do you want to find her or not?
I'd have weapons. Just saying. Oh, shh.
Yeah, I've just seen the same thing on a naval officer in Madagascar.
Yep. I have a feeling, it's all stems from the bird. Oh, she's going, yeah.
Jamila. Same as Zach on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, this can be hard.
Of that wall is on the other side of this door.
You're welcome. Locked from the inside.
Maybe if we went round the other
Skeleton
way.
key. Oh. Just loves kicking doors.
You just said that wasn't safe. The situation's changed. Get him out. Yes, what are you doing?
Letting him die.
Guns down, or I'll trash it. Hesitation.
Yes!
It's valuable.
Yes, we're out. Yes.
Not yes, though. Like, really making them quake in their boots.
Right behind us.
Really important to them. I want to go back and get it. We don't have enough time. You go. Come back for me in, well, I don't know, an hour or something. It's too dangerous. We need to know why Adam was taken there and what they did to him. And how this is all connected to those other events. I'll come with you. I'm more than ready to fight something.
A bit risky, but I'm glad that Yaz is taking the initiative. Good on her.
Could get a hold of one to analyze it.
Good job I got one in my backpack. Picked it up.
That is true.
That's why you smell a dead bird. I thought you smelled the shower gel.
Doc, Adam's in a bad way in there. But I think we made a mistake by disconnecting him from all that gubbers in Hong Kong. Or maybe you just want to stand out here watching birds.
More like they're watching us.
You go inside.
It's better. It was better to bring him along, I feel.
You okay, Doc?
He's got the same thing as those two had, but this is at a slowed pace.
I'm sorry, Adam. Your bloodstream's been infected with an alien pathogen, presumably in Hong Kong.
Is it bad if I don't know what pathogen is? I'm glad.
Without knowing where we're going? Yeah. What's the worst place we could end up?
The sun, the Arctic.
You are
I could go on all day.
Two girls roaming. Ready?
Got yourself your new partner. Don't want to be insensitive.
If he's that impressive, if he's that amazing, which he is,
Aww.
he can't love me the way he says he does. It doesn't make sense. Why would he?
You'd be surprised, you know.
Hey,
He just sees something in you potentially that impresses him.
I don't think he's the one you're punishing. Excuse me, I'm not full of plastic.
Full of something.
I'm afraid you are, Graham. It's in the air, it's in your food, it's in your water.
Basically,
Humans flooded
yes.
this planet with plastics that can't be fully broken down. So much so that you're ingesting microparticles whether you know it or not. You're poisoning yourselves as well as your planet. An alien bacteria has come to this planet.
And
it's
so
found a
it's-
feast.
Yeah.
One in the middle of the Indian Ocean, but the other is in Madagascar, where you are
Oh.
right now. Doctor,
Oh,
did you hear what I said?
Yeah. Thanks, Shaz. Sit tight.
Okay, what the
What you
fudge?
saying?
We call the infection Praxeus. Trust me, it's smart, it's relentless.
So you baited her. Congratulations, you're a bitch.
Oh, I'm
And a
sucker for
coward.
a scientist.
Where did she just go?
Fear for one of the husbands. No? Okay, good.
Yeah,
Sadly,
we're on
can't
our way.
feast on the
Watching
TARDIS,
on your
birdies.
conduct signal. We're coming for you wherever you are. If Praxeus is being spread by birds, it could get around the world incredibly fast. Attacking and
Makes them the
infecting
perfect
every
carrier.
living- Eventually. Look at you going off on your own and not getting killed.
Plus, totally found
She's
an alien
impressed.
colony.
Sort of. It is an alien construct, but it's not an alien colony.
Then where are we?
A long
The
way below
other-
the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, I was going to say the other location that they were sending signals
Beneath a
to.
gyre of plastic pollution.
Dying man's wish.
It needs to cure him.
Maybe for the same reasons we are. To find a cure.
They didn't get anywhere.
Stuff mean.
He's gonna take off. Oh. Has it worked? Oh no. Red's never good.
Tips. Please tell me you didn't bring this infection here deliberately.
She did. Fucking.
Praxeus breeds in plastic, and this planet is saturated in it. We traveled across 3 galaxies
So
to find
damn,
the
what the
perfect
hell
living
happened
laboratory.
to you,
Use
to
Earth as a
Earth?
petri dish, destroying one race to save the remnants of your own.
Exactly.
But this down here, this environment, it wasn't deliberate.
We lost control of the shuttle on end.
Scientists, we can fix this. Work together, find a cure for you, and then we can stop Earth from being taken over by Praxeus.
Come on.
What's happening to me?
It's accelerating.
How do I stop it?
So she's not gonna be helping anytime soon.
Count us in.
Oh, he's
Aye.
been cured! Okay! Red's good at this occasion!
It worked.
The
Awesome!
machine spat this out.
That's the antidote.
Oh, and by the way, where the hell are we?
Follow me. Lots to do. So everybody out now.
At least no one has to pilot it, like...
What was that?
Oh no, someone has to.
It can't connect.
It's gonna work though, right?
I jinxed myself.
It might not, but it's definitely gonna take. Jake, what are you doing?
Manual pilot making up for broken autopilot. Any idiot can fly a spaceship, right?
Jake.
No,
I don't
Jake.
want this.
Maybe I do.
Maybe I need this.
You're entering
Jake.
into the stratosphere.
Ah, shoot. Is she gonna, yes! She saved him! Oh! Oh!
I hate you.
Oh!
Yes, I can save him.
Go take the planet from here.
Hey! Come find us sometime.
Opening the door for a
Planet
future...
Earth, 7 billion lives. Separate and
conclusion.
connected. From the edge of the atmosphere to the depths of the ocean.
Not bad, not bad. Wasn't the, you know, stellar episode of the year and all that jazz, but it was still very, very great stuff, and I loved the characters included, and I loved how, I think the pacing of this flowed really, really well. So yeah, I thought, you know, it wasn't the best episode out of them all, but I thought it was a nice, enjoyable episode, especially after the big episode that we had last time. This was a nice kind of, like, especially if you're going to binge watch this is a nice kind of processing episode that does deliver a very, very important message regarding the planet and how we... I thought in terms of addressing a message towards how we look after the planet, I thought this was done a lot, and I mean a lot better than Orphan 55, because I felt like there was multitudes of opportunities that Doctor Who could have done Orphan 55 better. And I think they did a very, very good job here, especially with the people and how, like, they came to Earth to, like, Earth was basically a buffet in terms of the plastics and how Praxeus could breed in the multitudes of plastics around the planet. So, yeah, I thought this was the message about how we should look after our planet a lot more and reduce us dumping our plastics on the planet was, like, the message was done a lot more better, I feel. So, I really, really loved how that was presented in this episode. I gotta say, I loved the companion pieces as well, especially at the beginning where they all were they were all separated and they were all finding different objectives, and Yaz partnering up with Graham, spicing things up in terms of the interactions. It was a really, really good move to make, and I felt like the companions had something to do in this episode. Graham, he was comforting that guy who was I've forgotten his name, but yeah, he was worried about, like, you know, Adam could do so much better than me because, like, he didn't have a reputable record, did he? He was on sabbatical, and he felt like he didn't. Well, he felt like he burnt the bridges with him and Adam as well, with the fact that he didn't attend the takeoff ceremony. So yeah, and I loved how Graham was very, very supportive. Yaz taking that initiative, really, really loved that. I was really blown away with Yaz wanting to stay behind because they had that device, and Yaz thought it could be of importance and we need that. So Yaz staying behind, and then I loved that cute moment where she thought she found an alien planet by herself, but she didn't. So yeah, I thought that moment where she's just beating herself up because she didn't find the alien planet was really, really good stuff. Ryan as well, moving the story along in terms of him capturing that bird, as well as comforting Gabriella as well. Another character that's hitting on Ryan as well, like, because we had that person in Orphan 55 and Gabriella. So yeah, but yeah, I felt like the companions all had their important roles. It was great to see some good LGBT representation as well. Glad they didn't go with the bury your gays trope as well, because that was my main worry. And I'm going to hate myself for saying this, but they managed to kill two birds with one stone in this. See what I did there with this episode? Because for me, it kind of gave me flashbacks to an audio story where the Ape Doctor's companion, had to sacrifice herself on a ship. She had to control the ship, and it blew up, and the Doctor couldn't do anything about it because he was a prisoner to the Daleks. So, yeah, you people who've listened to Big Finish, you know what I'm talking about. But the other thing they managed to do was, like I said, they didn't go the bury your gays trope, and I feel like if he died, especially in terms of being able to do something, I don't just think that would be only poorly executed, because now he gets this chance to be a better husband, rather than sacrificing himself. There's a lot more opportunities. He is still young. He's got a lot of chances to make up to Adam. But like I said, it would impose a lot of controversy potentially. And I feel like, given how Orphan 55 was deemed a bit too preachy, I feel like this is, this story, in terms of giving out an environmental message, it was done really, really well. It was handled very maturely, in my opinion. So they didn't need the controversy of they going the bury your gays trope. So I really, really liked that. I felt like I don't know. I did feel like 13's monologue may not have been necessary, but I thought it was really, really nice. But yeah, I thought it was a great episode. Like, the Doctor shining once again, I thought that was really, really good stuff. Like, her interactions, it was brilliant. The explanation for the adversary, like them moving to Earth and feasting, having Praxeus feast on the plastics of Earth, was a good explanation, and them trying to fix it but come to no avail. Yeah, it was really, really solid stuff. I felt like the episode, how it was constructed. So yeah, I will say though, part of me was thinking throughout the episode, with like this virus that's spreading around the world, it does play on to what's currently going on with the coronavirus as well. So and how one of like the main bases was within Hong Kong, which was it's near China. So yeah, so yeah, I'm not, it's kind of like they predicted this episode, because of course they were filming this like in advance before the coronavirus was made. Yeah, so it plays on undeliberately that relevancy of what's happening today. So yeah, with people succumbing to the coronavirus. So yeah, they managed to, I guess, they managed to touch up upon two important topics, one deliberately and one unintentionally. So but no, I was just thinking that, like, there's a virus that's going around the world. and people are dying from it. It does kind of like give me vibes of the coronavirus. So yeah, and I know how much, like, especially in this era of Doctor Who, that the writers wants to hit the landing in giving out messages to people, so or touching up upon relevancy to I don't know, environmental stuff and all that jazz. So yeah, but yeah, it was a really, really solid episode. I thought it was well paced. I feel like it wasn't exciting by any means, but I think it was a nice cool down episode. As in, it was a nice episode that you could just chill, like, especially if you're gonna binge watch the show. Like, I know this isn't like the kind of format that does binge watch, but you never know. Some people might binge watch this episode. But after the last episode, which was mighty, we had all kinds of mightiness emerge from the last episode. I think this is a kind of a nice cool down episode. It was very, very relaxing, very cute. I just thought it was decent. So yeah, this was Doctor Who, and I'm really excited to see where next episode goes. So yeah, I didn't feel like this was a bad episode by any means. It wasn't exciting, but you don't need like fireworks, you don't need a party, all that jazz. I mean, it was a party for the Praxeus virus, wasn't it, with the pollution, with the plastics and all that. But you get what I mean. Like, it wasn't a party. It wasn't like ecstatic with fireworks, but it was still a good episode. So I wouldn't say this was an episode that was like, because it was still good. It just wasn't up there in terms of the excitement. It's kind of like Buffy with season 3. Like, I've just finished watching that, and there's some episodes, I consider all of the episodes of season 3 to be good, but there's going to be some episodes that are not of the standards of the Prom or Doppelgangland, etc. So, but they're still good. They don't mean it doesn't mean that those episodes were bad. It's just that those that there's going to be way more better episodes, but this episode can still be considered good. So, and that's what I think about Praxeus. So, yeah, that was Doctor Who. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!